Hi there. Holy, I've been spending a lot of time these last few years, like really dedicating my life for these last few years, probably more so since I got cancer the first time. Just really recognizing like how we react to things, why we react the way we do, how others react, and why they react the way they do. And what I'm really recognizing is it's all based in the stories that we told ourselves as we were growing up. We've all gone through some form of trauma, and we told ourselves stories about what was happening. And what happens when we're young is we believe that everything's our fault. We believe that it's our fault that our parents are busy, or our parents are angry, or our parents are fighting, or we've been neglected or abused, or whatever it is. Or if some other, like if our parents are being neglected or abused in some way, we believe it's our fault. And we tell ourselves these stories, and then we continue to believe the story like forever until we actually start to face it and free it. But there's steps involved, right? That's what healing is. Healing is about facing, feeling, expressing, and eventually and walking through and then freeing parts of our stories that we believe to be true. Trauma isn't the problem. The trauma that we faced isn't the problem. I mean, it is, but it's the fact that we told ourselves the stories about it and we believe that it's true. So we believe that relationships should hurt. We believe that we should always be broke and poor. We believe that we should, be grateful for scraps. Like, I mean, I could literally sit for days and days just talking about the stories that we believe to be true. The way you can figure out what stories you're telling yourself is look around. Like, look around at your life, and you are going to be creating this life, or life is going to be created in such a way that it's reflecting to you what you believe you deserve. And we also have to, every time I say this, I'm like, okay, but I don't want people to start thinking that they deserve to have cancer or all of these things. No, that's not the case. Because we have to look at, sorry, there's something on my lawn. We have to look at the whole global heart of humanity, which means everything in the world is reflecting back to us what humanity believes we deserve. So we have to go through some really hard shit in order to see the stories that we believe to be true, in order to wake up. So yes, there's some crazy shit that goes on. And this is about, but the point is it's all about finding our peace in it. So I am never saying this to say that you believe that you deserve this and you're creating a horrible, shitty life. We would never do that for ourselves, but subconsciously, we're attracting these things. And when we are strong enough and courageous enough to accept that and take responsibility for that and go inward and heal it, I guess, every time I make videos and I start to talk about these things, I guess what I'm doing is I'm always kind of second guessing what I say, because there are going to be people out there that don't want to hear it. They're going to be upset because, and I guess what I just realized is what I'm here to do is talk to the people that are courageous enough to want to do something about it. So I'm no longer going to, be like, oh, but you're not, I'm not going to talk to people's fears. I'm not going to talk to people's limits. I'm going to talk to people's courage. So this is what we're here to do. We're here to take responsibility for the fact that things are showing up over and over and over again in our lives. And we need to look at, what are we believing we deserve, and what can we do with this? we don't have to actively go out chasing trauma either. But the point is, life is going to put in place for you what you need in order to see where you're stuck. Life will show you your trauma, life will trigger your trauma. And the interesting thing is, when we're triggered, it literally feels like we've been thrown into a washing machine. I have said this so many times in the last few years to my friends. I'm like, holy fuck, I feel like I'm in this gigantic washing machine. I don't know what's up, I don't know what's down. And that is how it feels when we become triggered by something. When we have an argument with someone, when something falls apart in our lives, when we're challenged with something, it's like we don't fucking know who we are in those moments. We don't know what we believe. We don't know what we stand for. We don't know what is healthy and what is unhealthy. It's like we're thrown into the washing machine. So imagine if you're thrown into a river and you're drowning. Well, you can't make really conscious, healthy decisions while you're drowning. It's not possible. So you're trying to stay afloat. And this is what happens when we're in survival mode. We're trying to stay afloat. So we are just getting by. This is how most people live. And then there are those of us that have been doing this work who do face a lot of our challenges and really sit in the moment every day, getting to the space of ease and flow. But we're still then triggered, because I don't believe that there's a person on the planet that doesn't have triggers left, like parts of their trauma left that will be triggered. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But the point is, then there's another part of life that is being shown to us. I believe that there's a divine unfoldment where it's like, okay, you're strong enough now. I'm going to put this here for you. And it's not in punishment. It's to help us grow. It's to help us face more of these old stories to then release them. But healing is a process. Like I said, you feel it, you express it. Like, it's not an overnight thing. It's a daily practice. And another part of this also that is really royal fuckery is that what works for one situation doesn't work for another situation. Sometimes it does, not always. And by this I mean, sometimes we can have confrontation in our lives with certain people, and our job is to then see our part, apologize, and really recognize what we've done in that situation to create it. But then there are other situations with other people that will be like, actually, this isn't a me problem. This is a you problem. And this is why it's so important to always take the time to distance ourselves from our problems, even from our wins. Like, really distance ourselves from everything. And this is what meditation is for me. Every single day I do at least an hour of meditation. But here's another piece of this. Spend time alone. Spend time alone. I was talking yesterday about this person that I've left, the person that I love. And today I'm like, there's a lot of things about this person that weren't so fucking great. But I was so in it. I was being so triggered. He helped me heal so much of my trauma. It's not even funny. Like, in 10 months, I've healed so much because of him, because of our relationship, and because I chose to look at it. And that was a beautiful thing. But now I'm like, this is interesting, because there are actually a lot of things about this person that aren't so great. But I wouldn't have seen that before.